We've got a brand new zombies map, double XP, and quality of life updates coming to Black Ops 6, and it does beg the question, is Black Ops 6 safe? Well, if there's gonna be any day that's gonna save Black Ops 6, it's going to be 115 day. What's up, guys? This is Mert Music, and today we're gonna be going over the latest Black Ops 6 news. A lot of it does have to do with zombies, but there's some multiplayer stuff in here as well. Not too sure about Warzone. I'm pretty sure Warzone is still in absolute shambles, but to be perfectly honest, as long as multiplayer and zombies is doing okay, then I'm happy. But yeah, if you guys do enjoy this video and you want to see some more new Black Ops 6 stuff, as well as just see BO6 get better, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and let's dive into the latest blog post, which is titled Welcome to 115 Day. Treyarch just posted this today, and they're definitely celebrating the zombies community today. There's gonna be a lot of updates specific to zombies, but there is also some stuff for multiplayer as well. They're saying January 15th has arrived once again, aka 115 Day for our longtime zombies fans, and we've got plenty of goodies to share this year. Apologies in advance to our international friends for whom 115 makes no sense as a date. We don't make the rules. Yeah, I guess for other parts of the world, it would be 151. That makes no sense. Well, everyone at the studio is heads down on polishing new content for Season 2 and working with teams across the franchise to improve various aspects of the game. More on that soon. Let's go. We're taking a moment today to celebrate the zombies community and share some sneak peeks at what we've been cooking up. Let's go, Treyarch! I mean, there you go. Happy 115 Day. We're going to be having double XP for everything from January 15th, which is starting right now up until the 21st. That's almost an entire week of double gobblegums, double player XP, double weapon XP, as well as double battle pass XP. Now, at this point, I'm pretty sure most of us have the battle pass complete, but this is still really good for leveling up your weapons if you need to get more attachments and stuff. For me personally, having double player XP I think is the biggest thing at this point, because I'm Prestige Master. I'm like over level 250, big nerd. But double gobblegums is probably the best thing on here, especially because this is celebrating zombies, and we are going to be getting a brand new zombies map, but we'll get into that in a sec. And I quite literally mean a second, because that's the next thing they're teasing right here, which is the brand new zombies map called The Tomb. This sounds so awesome, man. It says The Tomb arrives with Season 2. Let's just get this out of the way. We're launching our next zombies map in less than 2 weeks. It's going to be right there at the launch of Season 2, dude. It's going to be so awesome. Yeah, they quite literally just say, surprise, just after the release of Citadel de Merc music in Season 1 Reloaded, The Tomb drops at the start of Season 2 on January 28th, which is also going to be the start of Season 2. It's fully confirmed now. After surviving the horrific events at Citadel de Merc music, Weaver, Gray, Carver, and Maya follow Gabriel Craft's final words to a nearby excavation site to secure the Sentinel artifact. Built on the remains of ancient burial grounds with suspected origins dating back to 2500 BCE, these catacombs went undisturbed for centuries until the early 1900s, and what lies beneath may run deeper than anyone ever imagined. This sounds so good! As the rumors have it, a British archaeologist by the name of Sir Archibald Fothington Smythe V, and there's no fifth, I just felt like adding in. Anyway, conducted an excavation at the site back in 1908 with grand expectations. Although no one can say for sure what became of him, a handful of photographs from his doomed expedition have recently surfaced. It says, Marjorie, would you simply not believe this place? Dashed pyramids can go take a jump in a lake. What? It just says what? I'm sure people who are bigger zombies nerds than me will probably be able to dissect this image like crazy. I do love Call of Duty Zombies, but I'm a lot more of a casual player, and I just can't dissect the lore as well as other people can. But after we go through these patch notes, I do want to show you something crazy that you can find in Black Ops 6 right now that might have ties to the brand new zombies map. They say we've crafted the Tomb to provide an experience similar to Liberty Falls, which is by far their most played zombies map in recent years. That's super dope. Featuring tighter play spaces with a focus on replayability. Just like in Liberty Falls, we're delivering plenty of side Easter eggs and even a reimagined wonder weapon inspired by our past. That's all we'll say about that for now. As a reminder, every zombies map in Black Ops 6 is an original location built from the ground up for the mode, but that doesn't mean we can't enjoy a wink and a nod here and there. On that note, we're going for something a little more evocative with our Pack-a-Punch camos this time around. And what if we told you one of the most iconic SMGs in zombies history was coming along for the ride? Okay, so we need to dissect these two paragraphs right here. They're saying a reimagined wonder weapon inspired by our past. Now, I could be completely off base here, but for some reason, this map is really making me think of Buried from Black Ops 2, and the wonder weapon on that map was the Paralyzer. So I'm really curious to see if the Paralyzer could be coming back. You guys definitely let me know in the comments if I'm, on the right track with that, or if I'm just completely off base. It'd be really interesting to see if that would be coming back, or if it could be like the Ray Gun Mark II or something. Treyarch is also reminding us that all of the Black Ops 6 zombies maps are an original location built from the ground up, but they're saying that that doesn't mean we can't enjoy a wink and a nod here and there. I'm kind of wondering if this means that the zombies map might be playable in multiplayer or possibly even in Warzone, which I can actually confirm later in this video. I can actually 100% guarantee that this map is going to be playable in Warzone at some point. I'm not too sure about multiplayer, but again, we'll get into that later. I do think it's pretty interesting that they're going to be changing up the Pack-a-Punch camos. I'm not exactly sure what Treyarch is going to do for that, but then they're also talking about bringing in one of the most iconic SMGs in Zombies history. Now, I've seen some discussion about this on Twitter. Some people are saying it could be the MP40. Some people are saying that it could be the Tommy gun or even the PPSH. Now, obviously, there's going to be more stuff to go through. I don't know if any of these screenshots or teasers are going to potentially hint at what that SMG could be, but I definitely want to hear in the comments, what do you guys think the SMG could be? If we're talking about the most iconic SMG in Zombies history, I think that does go to the Thompson, the Tommy gun. This sight blithering, well doth both baffle and amaze. I suppose I shall have to thank Alistair for more than just the contents of his cellar. Oh, are we talking about Alistair? I gotta stop. Okay, so we've got another screenshot of the map right here. At least I'm pretty sure it is. I mean, what else would it be? I think it's really interesting that Treyarch is experimenting more with verticality, and we're basically gonna kind of start at the top and then go down, which is that not exactly how Buried worked in Black Ops 2? It's been a hot minute since I last played Buried in Black Ops 2, but I'll definitely have to go to Twitter and see what other people are saying because this is just my guesses and assumptions and they could very well be wrong. But let's keep reading. They're saying stay tuned for more details on the gameplay content coming to the Tomb and Zombies overall in next week's Season 2 reveal blog. The Tomb OST awaits. Dude, I mean, they've been absolutely killing it with the soundtracks for the Zombies maps and just the overall soundtracks for Black Ops 6. They're saying just in time for the new maps release, Treyarch's own metal maestro Kevin Sherwood and the rest of the audio team are hard at work finalizing the original soundtrack for The Tomb. Keep an ear out for a full album of insanity at the end of the month. Oh my god! Like many of you, we have fond memories from back in the day when we used to tease the next Zombies maps Easter egg song in some pretty fun ways. This time around, you won't need to hit the game over screen for a quick hit of what's waiting for you in The Tomb. Any guesses on who our next guest vocalist could be? Well, let's see. They do have a teaser of the OST right here. We gotta listen to it. Oh! I think this is Vondi. Yeah, they got Vondi for this one, guys. Season 2 quality of life preview. Thank you, Treyarch. Yes. There's plenty more coming to Zombies in Season 2, including a fresh batch of quality of life updates that the team has prioritized. Here's a preview. Challenge tracking and near completion for Zombies and multiplayer. Yes, dude. Sledgehammer Games added this later on in Modern Warfare 3's lifecycle as well, and this is just so good. Thank you, Treyarch, for bringing this back. It's obviously a little late for some of those who have already finished their camo grinds, but this will allow you to manually track up to 10 calling card challenges and 10 camo challenges per mode to easily keep track of challenges you're progressing. This is so good, dude. If you have less than 10 calling card challenges or camo challenges tracked, your nearest challenges to completion will display in those slots instead. That's pretty interesting. That's actually really nice quality of life update for those that might not care about tracking as much, but the game will just automatically track stuff that you're close to finishing. This should help players discover and identify challenges they are close to completing. Yes! The top tracked or near completion calling card challenge and camo challenge both appear in the lobby as well as in-game via the options menu. Thank you, Treyarch. For quality of life changes right there, that is a massive W. I love it. They're now introducing co-op pause. In matches where everyone is in the same party, the party leader will now be able to pause the game for everyone to regroup on strategy or take a snack break during those high round runs. We know this one's been requested since launch and we're excited to get it in with Season 2. That is sick, dude. Yes! That is awesome for Zombies right there. AFK kick loadout recovery. Wait, what is this? If a player gets kicked for going AFK in a co-op game, now they'll be able to rejoin and restore their loadout. That's pretty sick too. I like that. Then we also have separate HUD presets for Zombies and multiplayer. At last, you'll be able to set up the HUD preset settings you prefer for Zombies and keep an entirely different setup for multiplayer without having to change them between the modes. That's really nice too. We wanted to get this one in sooner, but the team needed to refocus on higher priorities as they came up. Okay, so maybe this one's not going to be available right at the launch of Season 2, but I'm sure they're going to tell us once it's actually available. Next up, we have some stats for directed mode. It says, fun fact, as of today, players have put in over 480 million hours into Black Ops 6 Zombies. I've definitely accounted for a lot of that. Yet despite that frankly staggering statistic, our total main quest completion rate across both Zombies launch maps hadn't cracked 4% before the release of directed mode. Starting on November 14th, that all changed. I'm part of that 4% of the ultra nerds, but 96%, everyone else did not actually do it, which is kind of crazy. They're saying our goal from the start for directed mode was simple: grow the Zombies community by guiding new players through the main quests with some guardrails in place so they can experience the storyline and hopefully become lifelong Zombies fans. I think it's really nice that they're actually stating what their main objective was and what the purpose of directed mode was, because recently they actually nerfed directed mode and it was going to make it really difficult to do zombies camo grinding, but then they undid that nerf because they straight up just said it wasn't fun to do so, which I actually pointed out in a previous video as well. So I'm really glad that Treyarch is listening to the overall community, because it doesn't really make a lot of sense to have directed mode to grow the zombies community in one way and have them complete a main quest, but then never really play that mode again. That's what directed mode is also really good for. It's good for, you know, getting people to do the Easter egg, but also for grinding zombies camos and continuing to play zombies. And it's nice to see that they acknowledge that. They also say, thankfully, the numbers are promising. Since directed mode went live, our average main quest completion rate has more than doubled, going from 3.38% to 8.23% today. So yeah, that's pretty sick to see that directed mode has basically more than doubled the amount of main quest completions that have happened on the zombies maps. I gotta be honest though, I'm surprised that it's not higher, because you could just go into directed mode and complete the Easter egg, even solo. It is so easy to go in there and just complete the Easter eggs. Again, it's amazing to see that that rate has doubled, and I'm sure this is probably higher than anything they've ever seen in the past, but I am a little surprised that people are potentially like scared to go in and try it. Like, just go for it, dude. It's really not that difficult. They're even saying this still means over 90% of people who have played zombies have not completed a main quest yet, so our mission continues. But we're proud of these initial results and excited to welcome so many new players into the fold with this new feature. Onward and upward. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying, man. Like, I'm a very casual zombies player, and I obviously mostly play multiplayer in Call of Duty, but even I have done the main Easter eggs on standard zombies as well as directed mode. If you're one of those 90% of people who have not completed the main quest, definitely go for it. It's actually a lot of fun, it's challenging, and very rewarding too. If you guys want to pause and read this is basically just kind of explaining the process of how their teams come up with the pack-a-punch names for the different guns in the game. Obviously, this provides a ton of context and a lot of lore behind how they come up with these names, and it's obviously really cool, but there's a lot of other stuff to cover as well. So if you guys want to pause and read this stuff, you can. I'll also have the blog post in the description if you guys want to take an even deeper dive on this stuff. But for now, we're gonna move on to some other things. They're saying, welcome home, Abby. That's right. At COD Next, they had the massive abomination, which was actually a Guinness World Record breaking, like, not a mannequin. What do you call it? A marionette, I think. They're saying here she is in all her glory, supported by an extremely sturdy steel beam. This thing is absolutely massive. It looks so cool. And it looks like it's gonna have a permanent home at Treyarch Studios. They also have a section here saying celebrating the zombies community, and they're going on to share people's artwork, their different collections and stuff like that. Revive me, I've got ray gun! 8 years of work sitting here and a full metal one still on the way. What is this? Am I tripping? Is this the Origin staff? I mean, I know a lot of people have obviously been saying that the next zombies map is basically going to be Origins from BO2. That's why I was saying I could be way off base by saying it's more like Buried, but it just makes me think of Buried, you know? But even in the replies to Pav where he was making the staff, someone had said, we all going to be playing with this come January 28th, and Pav said it would seem so. So yeah, the staffs could be coming back with the new map, The Tomb. And for the blog post, at least, they do wrap it up by saying thank you. Before we wrap things up, thank you for the well wishes during these ongoing wildfires that have impacted the lives of so many of our colleagues, friends, and family members here in Southern California, which, yes, has been very devastating. It's been very sad to see all that stuff happen in real time. They're saying these are truly unprecedented times, and the full scope of the damage is still unfolding. Many of the worst affected areas are mere miles from our studios, and there's no predicting when these fires can be fully contained. Our hearts go out to everyone whose lives have been changed forever by this tragedy. This too shall pass. And with that, thank you from everyone here at Treyarch. Thanks for playing with us all these years. Thanks for your creativity and contributions, and thanks for helping to make zombies into something truly special from humble beginnings. Stay safe, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you online. This was a massive W update from Treyarch. 115 Day is fucking awesome, and I feel like this is what we really needed. Like, obviously, there's still gonna be a lot more news coming when it comes to Season 2, and a lot of other changes that people have been desperately waiting for, especially when it comes to anti-cheat for multiplayer ranked play, as well as Warzone ranked play. That stuff I'm sure will be coming, but this is 115 Day. It's obviously more geared towards zombies, and I really feel like people shouldn't be as upset. Like, I'm sure there are going to be people who are like, oh, this was not what I wanted to see. Try to exercise some patience. I'm sure in the next week or so, Treyarch is going to be providing us more updates as far as it goes for Season 2 content. They just tweeted this teaser video. They're saying, welcome to the first glimpse of the Neolithic temple that waits within the tomb. Prepare for the next Black Ops 6 Zombies map on January 28th. What do we have? Is it only available in this, like, style of video? Do we have, like, a full one? Maybe not. Okay, well, we have the sand blowing over. Twitter is not doing this any justice with their compression. Here in this vast natural cavern, a Neolithic temple constructed to honor long-forgotten gods. Wait. Gotta pause it. I must say this was well worth the risk. And yeah, there you go. That's like the main temple area, I'm pretty sure. They also provide this higher quality screenshot as well, which kind of does give us a better look at the temple. Delete the game, caught as trash. Deactivate until you fix the game. Oh my God, dude. Welcome to Twitter, guys. But even though that might be it for the blog post, I'm getting on Black Ops 6 right now because you can technically play the Tomb, the brand new zombies map right now. If we go to multiplayer and we go to private match, we can do some exploring, and you're gonna be pretty surprised to see that you can find this map in multiplayer. Technically, I've known about this for quite some time. Me and Karina and our buddy Solba, we did some exploring out there in the Warzone map Avalon, and you can find this map. You can find the Tomb outside of the map. If we go to game setup, all we need to do is load a map that will allow us to fly around outside and explore the greater Avalon area. I have not explored the outside area for Hacienda ever since it dropped, and it is part of the Avalon map, so we should be able to load into this. If you want to do what I'm doing as well, you could either just load a multiplayer match that you played online in theater mode. Sometimes private matches loading up in theater can be kind of buggy, so I'm just going to go ahead and put the spectating setting to free view, to free spectating, so that way when we load in, we can just fly around and explore however we want. It is a little bit slower than just flying around in theater mode, but let's give it a go, man. Okay, so we're here on Hacienda, and we're just going to go ahead and change teams, go to free spectating, and again, in fairness, I have not flown outside the map and why? Okay, Treyarch, why is this bug still happening? It's not supposed to end the game just because I'm the only one in here, but it did. I'm gonna have to spawn a bot. You know what? I'm just gonna go to theater mode and I'm gonna check to see if I have any games on Hacienda recently, which I think I might have. I might have to go back a little bit, but okay, there you go. We got Hacienda Hardpoint. We lost this match by 1 point. I'm pretty sure this was when I was streaming on Twitch and I was playing with you guys, I was playing with subs. Obviously, we're not gonna be really watching the gameplay. We're gonna be flying outside the map and we're gonna see if we can find this new zombies map, the Tomb. We're spectating someone different, but let's just go ahead and we'll go to free spectating. Come on, there we go, beautiful. Hide the HUD so that way it looks super clean. And as you can see, we have Hacienda right here. And as we fly around, obviously, as you can see, this is the Avalon map, which I pointed out many, many times before, but this is officially where Hacienda's location is on the Avalon map, which is just pretty cool to point out. I'm pretty sure later on in the year, at some point, they are going to officially announce Avalon as the brand new big Warzone map, which I'm surprised they're not just doing right now. As you can see here, we have a low poly version of Skyline. We already know that all of this stuff is connected. Oh wait, dude, I got turned around. Okay, so this is actually where we need to explore right now. And I've mentioned this many times in the past before, but as you can see over here, when we fly over here, we just straight up have Courtyard from World at War. Obviously, this is really low poly, and it's kind of hard to tell, but at the same time, it's also pretty obvious that this is Courtyard from World of War. You guys might also know it as, I think, Dig from BO2. That was the remastered version of the original World at War map, which I think a lot more people are familiarized with, but if you're an OG, you know this is Courtyard from World of War. And based off of everything that we're seeing so far for like the zombies themed stuff for Season 2, Treyarch could eventually add this as a new multiplayer map for Season 2. Obviously, it would just be a remaster, but that would be so dope because this map is a really fun small map to play, and I'd love to see it get added to Black Ops 6 in Season 2. Actually, come to think of it, this map is most definitely going to be coming to multiplayer in Season 2 because they had that little snippet kind of teasing at the idea that this zombies map could be playable in other areas of the game. And if we look here at Courtyard, there's actually a connection from the map over here. Like, I know this is obviously really hard to tell, but this is actually all connected to the brand new zombies map right here. This is part of the Tomb. Now, obviously, this is not going to be the entire zombies map, but I'm led to believe that this is the Tomb right here. This is the new zombies map, or at least it's a part of it, you know what I mean? Now, I'm not exactly sure how much of the map we're going to be able to explore just by going and flying around in theater mode, but obviously this clearly connects to Courtyard, and Courtyard could possibly be a playable area in the new zombies map. We don't know 100% for sure. This could actually just be like the spawn location, and then you have to make your way over here, and then once you're in this area, you could basically dig down. Now, obviously, as we go down, oh my god, that is trippy. It's like upside down. It's creating a reflection of the map. Wait, what is that? What is that? Obviously, this is super far away now at this point, but what is this? There's just like, oh my god. There's just a random like square. Maybe this is the gulag? I don't know. This is trippy, dude. I don't like this. I want to get back to the top of the map, and now I'm lost officially. Oh my god, where did I go? Okay, so we're flying back over here, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that is going to be like the main location where you're going to have to essentially dig down or just go down when you're playing the tomb. But it does seem to connect to other areas as well. Now, this could just be for the sake of the Warzone map and for the flow of the map. We do have a tunnel that leads all the way out over here. And obviously, if this existed in the zombies map, it would just take you out to the greater Avalon map, which I don't think would be a thing at all. I think this was just kind of put here specifically for Warzone, but this could easily be a shared asset, and this could be the main area where you're eventually going to have to go down. We do also have like a little tunnel over here, but I'm not sure if that leads out or not. It doesn't really seem to. Again, all of this is low poly, so it's really hard to tell what's going on, but we do have what appears to be like a shrine here with maybe like 2 different animals or something. We do have another tunnel that leads out here, which again, this is probably just here for the sake of Warzone and nothing else. But still, I find this stuff fascinating, and it kind of leads me back to the stuff I was talking about in older BO6 videos, where I was talking about the possibility of Citadel also being somewhere on the greater Avalon map, although it seems like they might have cloaked it or just didn't render it in, or it could just be like its own map that's located somewhere else, but it still technically takes place in Avalon. But I do feel really strongly that based off of this location right here, as well as the fact that it connects to Courtyard from World at War, and Treyarch did specifically say, I'm gonna go back to the blog post so I could just quote exactly what they said. They said, as a reminder, every zombies map in BO6 is an original location built from the ground up for the mode, but that doesn't mean we can't enjoy a wink and a nod here and there. They're trying to be as sly and sneaky as ever, but I'm pretty sure this is exactly what they're talking about. I'm pretty sure this right here is the zombies map, and this right here is obviously Courtyard, and I do think there's a very high likelihood that this is the new zombies map, and it's going to have Courtyard as part of it, and Courtyard/Dig could very well be coming to multiplayer in Season 2, which I think would be pretty hype. Now, real quick, we do have a structure over here that leads out to this, and I don't know if this could also be part of the zombies map. It's really tough to get the exact angle, but this is definitely it, dude. Like, no shot that it's not. This is basically as close as I could get it, but you can see this face, like, in the ground over here. You can see the statue in the distance, the pillars as well. There's some really obvious points of interest and things and details that you can point out here, and this is 100% the zombies map, just kind of, like, blended into the Warzone Avalon map. It's so cool, man. I'm not exactly sure if any of the other screenshots might match up with anything else that we can see on the map. There might be, but I kind of doubt it because some of this stuff is just going to be like appearing most likely in the lower underground parts of the map, which we can obviously not see right now. Although I was kind of wondering if this might be that one section on the Warzone map if we go back over there. I can't say for sure if this lines up exactly with this newer screenshots that they shared with us. It could be similar. I don't know if it's exactly the same though, because this looks like it's in an underground cavern and there's just a lot more intricate details here compared to what we can see on the Warzone Avalon map. But still, this is just super cool. And overall, I'm just really happy with everything that they shared from 115 Day so far. And it does feel like Black Ops 6 could be moving into a better direction. And I really do hope that it does going forward into Season 2. And with that being said, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me cover the latest Black Ops 6 news. If you guys did enjoy this video and you want to see some more stuff like this, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys later.
Outcome. Train good.